For my case study, I looked at a child with a gross motor skill delay, and I chose to adapt the lesson plan with the math box lesson, where a teacher would take a giant cardboard box used for bottles, so there would be compartments in it, and each compartment would be numbered with a different number. And this is to teach math skills. It could be multiplication, subtraction, addition, whatever the teacher's goal is for the lesson that day. Now, in order to adjust the lesson for a child with a gross motor skill, the teacher would have to recognize that the child might have difficulty throwing or even walking up to the line where the game starts. The object of the game is to throw 2 beanbags into the numbered compartments. Now, when the child successfully is able to get 2 beanbags into 2 compartments, they will either add, subtract, or multiply those 2 numbers. The class will be separated into 2 groups, and the team with the most correct answers at the end of the game would win. Now, where we'd have to adjust this lesson for a child with gross motor skill delays would be the walking up to the line where the child has to throw. The actual throwing would also be difficult. And you never want a child, especially in a team type situation, you don't want the child with a delay to stand out among the other children. You do not want him to be blamed for perhaps a team loss of any sort. So my first suggestion for a child with a delay would be to allow him or her to go first, then have him or her go unmatched by the other team. So have that child go, then have the other teammates begin to compete against one another. And you can also have another child stand next to the box and help aid the child with the delay to get the beanbags into the compartments. I think you have to be aware that the child with delay may be uncomfortable, but it's an activity that's very important in helping them develop their throwing skills and also their walking skills. Now, if they're delayed to the point where walking to the line to throw the beanbag would be difficult, then you as a teacher would just have to assist the child in walking. Now, gross motor delays would happen at an earlier age, and usually this activity would be done with smaller children with learning addition or subtraction. But a teacher has to be very conscious of how to adapt the lesson, but also incorporating lessons like this to help a child with a gross motor skill learn how to use their arm muscles, use their leg muscles, because those are the muscles that have the delay.